Welcome to my channel. This is the right property where I bring you information before deals. My name is still Yemiadegorite. Today I'm starting a two-part series, just two parts series on agents' duties. Okay? As an agent, we get called to come and sell or buy a house. We hold a seller different sets of duties than we hold a buyer. All right. So I'm taking a two-part series on what your seller agent or buyer agent holds you. Today we're only going to focus on buyer's agent. I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm going to give you 5 main sets of duties that the buyer agent holds you as a buyer. So you're not just calling someone to take you around, show you stuff, and put an offer in for you. That's not what the process really should be. But because most people calling agents to help them buy really don't know what other things to expect from the agent, except, negotiate a good price for me so that I don't end up paying too much. That's not the only main focus, because a lot of people end up buying, and you'll be amazed at the percentage that actually sell the next year or maybe 2 years down they just sell because wherever they move to is not working for them. So these 5 duties you must expect. Even if the agent seems to want to skip or not be interested in trying to help, you let them know this is part of your job, your duty that you hold to me. Because guess what? You're signing an agreement with that agent. And an agreement means you hold me these duties and you must fulfill them. It's an agreement. Just like when you buy a house, you must pay for it and close it or you'll be penalized. The same thing goes for you signing an agreement with us. As buyer agents, we have to, number one, protect and serve you. Just like police will run in, maybe there's a shooter somewhere and they go face that shooter down with the risk to injury or death to themselves. And the same way fire departments, they run in to a burning house to try to put the fire out. Agents also have that duty to run in, protect your interest, and serve your needs, even if the commission we're getting is way below what we're expecting. We cannot put that first. We have to put your needs and your protection in acquiring a property that you've determined it's the best for you. We must do that without considering ourselves. Okay? Protect and serve, number one. Every agent you sign a contract with has agreed through the contract to protect your need and serve your needs above theirs. Okay? So that's our number one main objective and duty towards you. Number 2 is discover your needs. Lots of buyers don't really know what they need. They just know they have a certain amount of down payment. They need, this type of property or this type of property. And we have to start discovering exactly what you're talking about. It's like a client going to a doctor and complaining about different symptoms, and the doctor have to actually find the source of those symptoms. The same way agents have to actually find through, maybe they've known you for years, maybe they know how large your family is, or maybe they know how much driving you're going to be doing. We have to help you discover, like, this house you're looking at may not be working for you, because by the time you drive this kind of distance every day, it's going to be stressful to your health. Things like that. There's a whole bunch of people that have moved from Toronto to Barrie. It's a 1 hour drive, okay? And a lot of people think they can actually do it, no problem. Guess what? In a year, they sell and run back to Toronto because by the time they drive the Highway 400 or the Highway 404, every day of the week, they see the Barrie purchase as not a deal after that. You must be able to understand, you know, what the future holds for you, and agents can help you discover that because we know the area. We know how traffic gets when it's really bad, and we know how traffic gets when the snow comes. So we have to advise you all that. And with all that information, if you still think that's the best location for you, then it's a good deal. All right? But we must alert you to those kind of things. And number three is we have to guide and support you. And then not just in picking the house, like your needs and stuff. No, we have to direct you to the right financial institution, the right mortgage broker, the right inspector to inspect the house. We have to advise you on the right professionals to use so that at the end of the day, you don't move into a house that was poorly inspected and then you start finding a whole bunch of problems and that turns out to be a bad deal for you. So guiding and supporting you is also part of our job. If we don't know something, we should be able to say, hey, we don't know this. All right, let me find out. Or let me find out if there's a better professional to help you handle this thing. That's part of our job. Okay, so that's number three. Number four is the property consideration itself. As in physically, we must be able to assess the house with you. We're not inspectors, but we must be able to see that, oh, it looks like maybe there's a leaking going on somewhere, or maybe the roof don't really look too good. Maybe they need to change the roof soon, or have to know like what was the last time, when was the last time they did something that looks funny. Even though we're not inspectors, we must be able to help you assess those things on physical inspection. Just ordinary going there to view. We must be able to help you assess a location if the location works for you, and when you're selling, if that location has the value that you're buying at. Whatever you buy at, you want to be able to sell higher than that. So the area must not be a place where value just declines or falls, or maybe bad crime rate is coming up over there. We must be able to assess all those things: crime rate, amenities, transportation, the schools around there. As agents, we must be able to let you know these things way ahead before we even put an offer in. So the property consideration is also part of our job to you. And the final one is the negotiations. We have to be able to negotiate for you in the best strategy possible. Sometimes people are doing multiple offers, but there are ways to go in that even though you won't be the highest in price, some other things they discover on your offer may actually put you in contention of winning that multiple offer. Or maybe we have to advise you like, no, we don't want you doing multiple offers. We'll find you something that you can go in anytime, as in solo offer, and you still get to win the house. We must also be able to let you know if you want to go in firm or you want to go in with conditions. All this we have to advise you on because we know your finances, we know your stand, we know your needs. We have to be able to know all that. And also, in some cases, we can say, okay, go lower on this property because we've looked at some numbers, we've looked at how much the people have been trying to sell the house and they can't sell it. We can see all those things, okay? and you'll be like, oh, should we go lower? Yes, let's go lower. You may be scared of losing the thing, but because of what we're looking at, we can say go lower and you get the property. So all these 5 duties we hold to you. And if you call an agent and they don't want to give you any of this, you just know right there, like they're not really working for you. Yeah, there's some agents that during the deal, you feel they're working for the other side. You don't want to do deals with agents like that. You signed a contract with them. Always remind them that you signed a contract with them and they owe you this, at least this 5 duties. Okay? I work in the GTA. If you want to work with me, I always say, give me a call, buzz me up. Let's see, maybe we're a good fit together. Because all I want to do is see you at the top.